Hello everybody, and in this video I'm going to show you how to insert Google AdSense on your WordPress blog or website so you can start making more money while you sleep. This is really simple to do, guys, but this is going to be a pretty thorough tutorial to show you guys how to start even if you don't have a Google AdSense account. If you already have a Google AdSense account, you'll still learn some things from this process on how I display ads on my blog, how I track everything, etc., etc. So be sure to subscribe to my channel to get more content just like this, and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and you learned something from it. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a Google AdSense account, of course. So what is Google AdSense? Well, Google AdSense is simply Google's platform for showing money-making ads on your website. So how Google AdSense works is over 2 million people are actually using AdSense, and basically what happens is millions of advertisers compete for your ad space. That means more money, more relevant ads, and more ad spaces. And it's also optimized for mobile, desktop, and tablets. So no matter what type of device your visitors come to your site on, the ads will automatically either change their look, being responsive, or you can set up pre-assigned ad dimensions, and those will show on your site as well. And it's very easy to set up. You just add one piece of code to your website and Google will automatically show the ads. So yeah, it's very interesting, guys. So one of the best ways to start making money with your site, it's really just basically a set it and forget it model at first, and then you obviously want to optimize your ads so you can make more money, and so Google will understand what your blog or website is about, and then you can optimize everything like click-through rates, RPM, all these numbers. So I'm going to go over all of this stuff. So the first thing I want you guys to do, if you don't already, I want you to head over to, you can type in adsense.google.com and get you guys an AdSense account. You just come over to the home page here, and you want to click this blue Get Started button. And then you want to fill out the form and sign up for everything, and you want to create an account. Once you create your AdSense account, you're going to get a pub ID. Your pub ID is very important information. That's going to be the information that Google uses to track your ads. So you want to make sure that you have your pub ID and that it's unique. It's very, very, very important. So you guys get signed up for an AdSense account. It's really simple. Should only take a couple days to approve. If you guys are having trouble getting an AdSense account, just leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do. I do know a way, because you know, I'm from the United States, and I do know a way that I can help you. A lot of times the best way for you to get a Google AdSense account is you're probably going to either need it's easiest if you're like a US citizen or something like that, but obviously Google is an international program. But if you guys are having problems setting up an account, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. I can't make any promises, but there are some services out there that I can recommend to you where someone else can help you get an AdSense account. They do charge you a fee, though. They're going to charge you usually it's between $50 to $100 to get an AdSense account set up. If you guys are having trouble with that, don't worry. Just leave a comment below and I'll see if I can help. So let's say you get your AdSense account set up. So what I'm going to do is, first, after we have your AdSense account set up, we're going to have to create some ads. So I'm just going to go into my AdSense account and show you guys how to quickly do that. Okay, so now we're inside my Google AdSense account. So in order to get inside, to get to this page where you're going to create ads, you're just going to, once your account's created, you're going to go over to that left sidebar and you're going to go under ads, you're going to hit overview. So here we are. So there's two ways to show ads on your site currently. You have auto ads and then you have manual placements. So auto ads is basically you add one piece of code to your site and you let Google place the ads for you. Really straightforward. So all you have to do is, if you just want to post ads on your AdSense on your site, you don't want to like put in specific locations, you just kind of want to set it, forget it, this is the option you'll use. So you just go down here and you click Get Code. And then what you want to do is you want to place this code on every page where you want to show ads. So how do you do that? Well, you simply need to place this code between the head tags on your site. So I'll show you guys how to do that really quickly in a second on where to place the tags. So that's one way. You place that code in your head tags. And then the second way to do it is you do manual placements. So they have different types of ads. So display ads, that's the most common ad that you'll see, and it also works on AMP. So if you guys use AMP sites, you'll need to use this display ads. And feed ads, that's kind of in between your post on your category pages and stuff like that, or if you have a site that does like classified listings, something like that. In article, this one is I'm using more recently, where the ad kind of blends into your content, so it doesn't really look like an ad. And native advertising is the future, because companies like Facebook and YouTube are already doing that, where if you go on your Facebook feed and you scroll through the ads, they look like Facebook posts. So people are becoming more bland or blind. Bland or blind meaning they're just not checking out ads as much. And there's even browsers out there next year that are going to be blocking a lot of advertisements. So native is definitely the go. Match content, that's something else that shows after your articles. You've probably seen this on pretty popular sites like BuzzFeed and viral sites like that. And it's basically a way to kind of show your visitors different types of content. And then finally, linked ads, that just shows a simple linked unit. So I just want to quickly click on each one. So display ads, all you have to do to grab these, here's an example of what the ad will look like. Now you can do two different things. Responsive, that's probably the easiest way for most people, and that's probably how you want to start out at first, because you want to make sure that your ads look good. But if you have a little bit experience with the platform, which you can do is fixed, and this is something I like to do. So for example, let's say I'm putting an ad in a specific location on the sidebar. I know that that size has to be 300 by 250, so I would just type 300 by 250 into this box, and then I would click create, and then that of course you have to name the unit, of course. So I would just name it something like, for instance, this is backlink insider. So I would just name it something like bi.com 300 by 250 sidebar top. So what this tells me is that the size is 300 250. It's on the sidebar and it's at the top of it. And then I would hit create. So then what this does is this gives me the code that I can paste anywhere, between my body tags, and it will show up. So I just hit this copy thing, and then I would go implement it on my site. So that's just an example of your display ads, and then your in-feed ads, article ads, match content. Pretty much all of these ads follow the same way. So and here you see I have a bunch of ads set up. I have different ads for different locations. I like to split test my ads as well. Sometimes I like to track things like click-through rate, stuff like that. And I'm going to talk more about that in an advanced video, because it is kind of against Adsense terms of services to show your specific numbers. So I'm going to make a separate video on that where I show you guys some advanced tips. Right now I just want to show you exactly how to put the code on your site and how to make sure it's working. So now we know how to get the code. So how are we going to put it on our site? It was very simple. All we have to do is we can do it two ways. So we can either do it manually through our theme, or we can use a plugin. So I'm going to show you guys one of the plugins that I love. It's an absolutely free plugin. It's called Ad Inserter. Amazing plugin. It lets you automatically add AdSense to your site. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to install the plugin. You just simply go to plugins, add new, and then you go over to here and you type in Ad Inserter. Wait for it to load. So here we are, 200,000 active installations, 5 stars. So yeah, so you just click this, it'll show install now on your computer, and then you hit it and it'll turn blue, and then you hit it again to activate it, and it'll be active. So after you've installed the plugin, you go over to your left sidebar and you go to settings and you click Ad Inserter. So now we're going into the Ad Inserter dashboard. So I just want to, it's really simple to use this plugin, guys. I actually have a premium version as well if you want more features, but I've been doing extremely well just with the free version. I haven't felt the need to upgrade. So here we are. So it's loading a bit. Okay, so I'll show you how this plugin works. Very simple. So with the free version, you have 16 different blocks. So each block corresponds with an ad unit or a series of ad units. And then below we have placements. So this tells the plugin where to place it. So you've got posts, your static pages, your home page, your search pages, your categories, your tags. This also says where they're going to insert that inside the content. This is the alignment. So then we also have shortcodes that you can use for manual placements if you want to place it manually within your post, and also if you want to run PHP. This allows you to decide which devices it will show on. Let's say you wanted to show specific code only on desktop or mobile phone. For instance, let's say you wanted to put a big 728 by 90 banner just on desktop devices, because that type of unit does really well, but you don't want to, of course you don't want to show it on the mobile phone. You want to show something different. This is how you do it. And the miscellaneous, this is how you set up your AMP pages, your RSS feed, your error blocks, everything else. And finally, this is a plugin that lets you preview everything. So there's a lot of advanced features on here, guys, and I'm not going to go over every single advanced feature. I'm going to do that in a separate tutorial just for this plugin, but this video is just about showing the AdSense on your site. So I want to get you guys showing your AdSense on your site so you can start making some money right away. So this is how you do it. So for instance, we first talked about how to implement auto ads. So in order to do auto ads, you guys are going to have to install this code on between the head tags of your site. So what I do is I actually use a WordPress theme called GeneratePress. So what GeneratePress is basically a lightweight theme, and I insert my code a little bit differently than a lot of people do. I simply use something called an element. So through the theme that I use something called elements, and basically what elements does is it allows me to paste the code automatically into my header. So all I do is I simply use elements, then I create a hook, so I can show you guys exactly what I do, and then I'll show you guys, if you don't use GeneratePress or anything that uses hooks, how you can easily do this through your theme editor. It's really easy to do. And I think something like this, you don't want to use too many plugins for very simple tasks, but based on using GeneratePress, this is the easiest way to do it. So all I did was I simply just created a hook, I titled it, I entered my auto AdSense code here, then I selected WP head as the hook, and then I simply then I went to display rules, and then now I'm not currently doing auto ads, but if you were to do auto ads, you would just simply select WP head, then display rules, and then choose the location entire site. So that's how to set it up if you're using GeneratePress like me, or another theme that uses hooks. So let's say you're not using that. Well, it's very simple to do. All you have to do is go over to Appearance, Theme Editor. This is kind of like the default way, but I don't necessarily love doing it this way, because sometimes when you manually edit themes and things like that, and then you update the theme, you can a lot of times lose a lot of the code. But this is a quick way to do auto ads. This works really well. So as you can see, it tells me to make a child theme, and I'll show you guys how to do that in another tutorial, but this is the simplest way. So what you want to do is you want to go over to your theme, and as you click your theme that you're activated, make sure the theme is selected here. Under theme files, you should see a file that says header.php. You want to click that one, header.php. So then remember, it said to insert the tag between the head tags. So you want to go down here and insert the tag. I would just simply go down here, paste the auto tag in here, and click update file. But I'm not doing this because I'm using the hooks. But this is how you do it, guys. You just go to header.php, underneath the head, paste the code. So what happens is after you update your site, in like 10 to 15 minutes, your AdSense will automatically display on your site. So that's the simplest, easiest way. So now let's show you guys if you wanted to do it, like make manual changes. Very straightforward, simple as well. So remember, I made that display ad earlier. So let's say I wanted to make a new one. So this one is going to be responsive. So I'm just going to call it BI responsive below post. So I wanted to show a responsive ad below every post. So then I hit create. Okay, now copy the code snippet, right? I want to show it on my site. So then I just simply go down here. I go over to Add Inserter. Okay, so I wait for Add Inserter to load. Okay, so what I like to do, I don't like to overwrite old work, so I'll just make a new block. Let's say I call it 7, right? Simply paste the code in there. Boom. So this is the code. As you can see, it's going to show. I misspelled that one. It's going to show below. You can actually change the title. So if I go back, I can just click back here by add unit, and you can check out all your add units here. So you can see I can just edit it. So I misspelled. I want to change that responsive, not response size. So it's very easy to just edit it. Responsive, save. Okay, so now that's fixed. Okay, so now I want to grab the new code. Okay, so I just quickly grab the new code, and here it is. So it's spelled right this time. Okay, so as you can see here, so now we want to post it under our post. So we have a lot of options here. So we want to make sure this box is checked under post. Then we would go over here to insertation. So there's a lot of different places you can put it, but if you want to put it directly after your content, then you want to hit after content. So what this will do is it'll show the ad directly after the post is over. Now you don't want to pick after post, because what after post will actually do is it'll show it after all the content. So I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So the way to visualize that is you want to go over here, and there's a feature where you can check out all the location of where the ads will be showing on your site. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. So if you click over, okay, so that option is actually on the actual post page. So I'm going to show you guys when I go editing this. So if we click over to one of my sites, we see here I have the AdSense code listed in a couple locations. I have it listed as a native in article ad, and I have a banner on my right sidebar. So once you log in to WordPress, there's a drop down here at the top called Add Inserter, and what that will do is you can simply label the blocks. So we just click that. So by clicking label blocks, that'll tell us exactly which block is showing on this page, and by clicking show positions, that shows you where it'll show based on where you put it earlier in this setting right here. So let's check it out. So personally me, I have block 6 here, and then I use a block 5 to enter my disclosure. The good thing about ad inserters is that you can use it for AdSense ads, but also other things like disclosures and other advertisements. So I use it for blocks and show the position. So I showed you guys earlier the blocks. I want to show you the position. So this is the before post, as you can see here. I just correspond it. If you select before post, this is where it will show up, and then you can put it after your paragraph as well. So I want to show you guys what I was talking about earlier, where I said if you put it after post, it's actually going to show after all the comments related, all that stuff. It's going to show at the bottom here. So what most people would probably like to do is you would probably like to show it after your content. So all you have to do is you just simply pick this tab for after content, and that'll show it directly underneath your last paragraph. So for this example, as you see, there's a lot of text, a lot of pictures and things like that. It would show at the bottom here. So that's where, actually no, it would show here, because I have related links plugin showing up. So that's where the ad would show. But a lot of people like to put their ads within the content. So let's say you wanted to show your ad after the second paragraph. Well, all you have to do is go here and hit after paragraph, insert that 2 in there. That'll show it after the paragraph. Let's say you wanted to show it after your 10th paragraph. It'll show right here. You just go down here, select 10. Very straightforward, very simple to do. So now you can also use this feature to put it on pages. You can also use it to show ads on your home page, any search pages, category pages, things like that. So now Google has pretty much lifted the limits of how many ads you can show on your page. You can show as many ads as you want. So what I would recommend is probably, if you're a complete beginner, if you've never done this before, start out with the auto ads. Simply use auto ads for your site. It'll quickly show ads on your site, and you can focus on working with your content, stuff like that. If you have a little bit of time to test things out, stuff like that, try manual placements. So install this plugin I mentioned earlier, Ad Inserter, and simply you can put your ads within spots, the best spots to get clicks. So in my experience, ads above the fold get the most clicks. So I always like to have an ad at the top of the sidebar here. I think it looks really good on the desktop, and even on the mobile site it's clickable. I usually go with the 300 by 20 box. Some people, they like to show a big 720 by 90 ad here at the very top. That one does really well because it serves up a lot of ads. And then also people do like to show an ad right around after the second or third paragraph. So for this site, I don't have as much AdSense on this site because I'm building this site up, but I do have other sites where I show ads. So what you want to do is you really want to experiment with your ads, and you want to check some key numbers like RPM, you check your CTR, your click-through rate, and also check how many impressions you're serving. Basically, the more impressions you serve, the more money you're going to make. So I'm going to talk all about those metrics in a future video, simply because there's a Google AdSense TOS that you can't show your direct numbers, and I don't want this video to be any longer than it is already. So guys, that's it. That's how you install AdSense on your website. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you learned how to quickly get this done. And the good thing about using that Ad Inserter plugin on WordPress is that it's literally set it and forget it. You know, as you can see here, all I have to do, if I want to change this ad placement, you know, all I have to do is simply just change the ad code. I don't have to actually dig down into my theme manually, which saves a lot of time. So I want to show you guys one more tip about this plugin if you want to change some things on your sidebar. So with your sidebar, you know your sidebar has a widget feature and is appearance in widgets. So with this plugin, as you can see here, I have block number 6, this block. So if I want to change this one, I can't insert it on the sidebar using this tool. I have to actually go over to appearance, right? I go over to appearance and I go to widgets. So what widgets does, the widgets controls all of that sidebar. Some of you guys won't actually have a sidebar on your site because a lot of people are taking them off. But if you do have a sidebar and you want to put ads in your sidebar, you're going to make sure you go over to the widgets. This is really important because it's not as clear with the plugin. You might not see it there. So then what you want to do is you want to go up here, go to Ad Inserter Block. So you go to Ad Inserter Block. You want to select the block that you want to put in the sidebar. So in my example, I just hit that. I go to right sidebar, and I go here to edit it. So as you can see, remember this was block 6. So I have block 6 clicked here, and then I click save. And if you want to keep that ad sticky, so like if I scroll down and it stays in the same place, you just hit sticky. So that's how to show ads on your sidebar, guys. That's about it with this plugin. That's enough to get you guys set up and started. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting more tutorials like this, showing you guys how to do things with your WordPress site, make more money from it, all different types of stuff. And be sure to smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, because if you're looking to make more money with your websites, do more with WordPress, this is a channel you want to subscribe to. So that's it for now, guys. I'm going to cut this video off now. Hope you enjoyed it. So go out there and make some money. Thanks for watching.